they were super good to me when I first got there. They treated me like Taya Valkyrie. Like they were very like protective of me. That's why like, I don't know if you look back on, they were doing like the women's tag title announcement.
Yeah.
I'm actually on the stage there, but I was told to not look at the camera because they wanted me to be part of it, but they didn't want me to be seen because I hadn't been like, I hadn't debuted yet.
Yeah, okay.
So I was part of it. You see like the back of my head like twice.
Very recognizable back of the head.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so they were like Shawn Michaels and Triple H were like super good to me. And like I started, you know, working with Sarah Amato and the girls class and, you know, training in the weight room with Sean Hayes. Shout out Sean Hayes. He's the bomb. He was one of like my favorite people while I was there. And yeah, things started, you know, going on and like, you know, WrestleMania weekend came and Presley debuted on NXT before me. So everything was like good. Like it was hard. It was definitely like, okay, like this is a totally different kind of situation that I've ever had and been in before. But if I survived, you know, all the drills and all the, you know, hours that I've spent in this kind of like environment in other places, I'm sure I can do it here. And that's what I did. I did abs. I went to extra ring time. I was training every day. I was doing promo classes. I was, you know, pitching ideas and having creative meetings. And like Road Dogg and I would sit down and talk about stuff for like hours. And I would just like, you know, have all these, I would have color charts. I would have movie references. I would have like, I think about this stuff so much because I just care and I just love it so much. So things were like really good. And you know, as you could see what happened as time went on and then like 2.0 came about. And I feel like that is when a really big change happened.
That's when Triple H wasn't there every single day.
Yes. It was like night and day. It was a very obvious change of energy, an obvious just feeling because we were hearing like all sorts of like rumors about what they were looking for compared to, you know, last week. And I was like very confused and I was like, what is going on kind of thing.
And it had only been a few months at that point.
Yeah. Like, so this was like in the summer.
Yeah.
So.
And you debuted in February.
It was like March, April. So yeah, it was just so weird. It was like, and I guess
announced in February.
Yeah, announced in February. It was just like the most confusing experience of like my entire life. And having worked, like I said, everywhere, I was just left like, what is going on? Kind of.
Yeah.
thing.
And then you're like, do you feel like every single day you're then walking on eggshells?
100%. I think everybody was. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I can also say that like the energy definitely shifted. You know, we were hearing rumors all the time about, you know, they're going to be firing people this week. And then now the whole week, everyone's like, you know, scared, basically. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. But we're all like busting our asses. You know what I mean? Like everybody that's there, like, you know, I ended up training with Carino and the boys in the tag class. And I mean, I loved training with MSK and training with Imperium and like all those guys because they're pushing me and they're making me do different stuff. And like, it's just really cool to like, you know, grizzled young veterans and like just learning from different people from different walks of life and different paths. And everything was like good. Everyone was working like really, really hard. But it just, the shift of how they wanted 2.0 to be like literally changed from like one day to the next. So, and I feel like it just made everybody just being like, oh my, like, and holding your breath almost.
And I think there's also been people saying that like if you were a Triple H hire or Triple H project in 2.0, like they just didn't want to do anything with you.
I mean, I don't like no one ever said that to me or confirmed any of that.
That
like,
way?
I don't know. Like I just can't even like, I don't know. It's just, all I can say is it's like really confusing. And I tried to make sense of it for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I was really angry, as we all know. But you can't make sense of something that makes no sense.
Yeah.
All I can say is that I worked very hard. I gave everything I could, just like I've done. And I don't want to cry. Oh God. Like everywhere I've worked before. And it was very confusing. And I just didn't know. Like I felt like I did something wrong and
Well, that's obviously not the case.
Yeah, it's sorry.
Because I completely understand because this has happened to dozens, hundreds of people
Yeah.
over the last year. And it must be so difficult to not take it personally.
Well, yeah, and
It has nothing to do with
I know, and
you.
I'm a sensitive person. So when everything went down, it was like really confusing and heartbreaking for me because I felt like I let everybody down.
Yeah, but it's not on you at all.
Yeah.
And I guess it must have been so difficult because John's then still working there at the time.
And
for a
John
few
was
weeks.
on tour in the UK when this happened. Thank God. My friend Heather Monroe, shout out to Heather, had picked me up to go shopping when I got the call.
Wow.
So thank God I was with her. Sorry. So it was really hard because it was confusing and I felt like I let everybody down and I felt like I was like representing the over 30 women that are still badasses and look good and do their job and are passionate and can work. And I just felt like I let everybody down. And I know I'm putting that on myself and my mom has told me that, but it's been really rough. And I'm hashing all this out again. But I now like know that I did nothing wrong. Presley, what are you doing?
Yeah. Presley's here for you.
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
I know I didn't do anything wrong. It just sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sucks when you're meet your heroes and you work at the place you've dreamed of working forever, and then it's something that's so out of your control. Like,
And you also think that you're going to be the exception. You've seen
I
so
know.
many other people come there and get let go, and you're like, but it's going to be different
it's
for me.
gonna be different for me. Yeah, and I just think that I just had to like, because I know myself. If I had not gone there, I would have regretted it
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can't regret I don't regret going there. I just think that
You just wish that it had been handled differently.
handled differently. I wish I'd even been given a chance. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah.